Less than 1 hour's drive from Mexico City and just beyond the city's smog is the ancient city of Teotihuacan.
Teotihuacan reads like one of those great mystery stories. At the height of the civilization of Teotihuacan, around 400–500 AD, over 200,000 people were living there, and it was one of the biggest, if not the biggest city in the whole world. And then all of a sudden, it went into decline, and nobody knows why, and all the records and all the artwork were destroyed, so that today archaeologists can only guess at the basics: their history, their culture, their society, what language did they speak, what were the main tenets of their religion. And when the Aztecs first saw Teotihuacan, they were so impressed with the place, even though it was in ruins, that they called it Teotihuacan, which means the place that men became gods. Dramatic stuff, huh?
The archaeological site opens at 8 a.m. and closes at sunset. It's a good idea to arrive early before the heat of the midday sun and the busloads of tourists arrive. Teotihuacan is best known for its pyramids, one to the sun and one to the moon. The city was built without the use of metal, cattle, or even the wheel, and the pyramids were completed sometime between 150 and 300 AD.
Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. Tlaloc, the god of rain.
The city's influence on later cultures was huge. Many of its gods, such as the feathered serpent and the god of rain, were adopted and worshipped by the Aztecs 1,000 years later.
Imagine this place completely covered in bright colors.
After the city's decline, Teotihuacan became a pilgrimage center for Aztec priests. They called the main avenue the Street of the Dead, and most of what there is to see lies along the 4 miles of this street.
The only way to climb these steep steps is diagonally. Well, I could have climbed the pyramid to the sun, but I thought it was more appropriate that I climb the pyramid to the moon. Not just because the pyramid to the moon is smaller, but because it's a woman thing, isn't it? The moon. Oh, almost there. I did it! Incredible place. Massive. There's no way to see the whole city of Teotihuacan, even if you start first thing in the morning and you leave when they close in the evening. But definitely a place to come back to.
Mexico City's Museum of Anthropology is considered one of the best of its kind in the world. It houses archaeological treasures charting Mexican culture from prehistoric times right through to modern indigenous life.
This is the most fascinating piece of work for me at the museum. It's called Coatlicue, which means skirt of serpents, and is the goddess of earth. And actually what she has for a head, if you can see right here in the skin of the serpent, there's a square and a little circle inside, which is the Aztec symbol for blood. So what she actually has as a head is 2 great spurts of blood that go all the way around, making 2 heads, 2 serpent heads.
They come out of her neck. Like...
That's right. And they're like kissing each other, and you can see the teeth and the tongue that goes, makes the mouth of the goddess. Yeah. And on her breast, she has a collar with hands and hearts. And then all the way around, she has the serpent skirt, which is pinned on her back with another skull. And also her shoulders are serpent faces. And that center over there is actually the center of Tenochtitlan, which is the same as this one.
And is this what the Zocalo is today?
It's the same place. It's just like they all put the pyramids down and destroy everything.
So the colonialists destroyed all these buildings
and put the church over them. What priests did in order to perform the human sacrifices is to, well, kill the person, and then they took the skin of the person out, and with hair and everything, the priest put the skin over him, and then he took the beating heart, and in one of these, he dumped the heart also beating.
Like
and
in this, like
in this rock.
This rock saw many beating hearts.
That's right, and also this one.
Yeah.
This one has skulls all over it.
And the priests wore the skin of their victim?
They used to do that,
Oh.
yes.